See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. It's a draw. Fights off a defender.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rodriguez will throw. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Finds his tight end.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Soft spot in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Dogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And here's the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Just going to keep it after the snap. Powers through the defender. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
To the air, it's Stowers. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to beat him to the left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes in the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. So they gamble on 4th down in the 1st half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the 1st half.
Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Beasley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Stowers. Got him downfield. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie!
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire 1st half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the 1st half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the 2nd half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
And they'll try to tack on 2. gets it out fast. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Rodriguez will go up top. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot, but this...
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Looking to pass. It's Stowers. Grab near the marker. It's Carter. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moving away from pressure. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking to throw, it's Stowers. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Rodriguez will throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. On the move, he fires. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football.